you think this is the map of the world? No, this is a map of the world, and this is a map of Belgrade. When you take a real-world map and the Atlantic and Arctic Ocean replaced with two rivers, Sava and the Danube, you will get the map of Belgrade. The Belgrade tour, inspired by the world, starts in the Far East, heading us to India and Africa, then continues in Central Europe and the United Kingdom. From there to Greenland over the water of the Atlantic Ocean far away to Brazil. From there, via east coast of the United States, ends on the west coast of the North American continent. On the world map, the capital of Japan, Tokyo, matches with the eastern gate of Belgrade. Olympic Stadium in Beijing, where the Olympic Games were opened in 2008, corresponds to sports center named Olymp in Zvezdara in the map of Belgrade. The purity of India matches with the poorest part of Belgrade called Marinkova Bara. This image is from India, and this is a picture from Belgrade. We are moving to Istanbul now. The symbol of the city, the Hagia Sophia, matches with the symbol of Belgrade, the Temple of Saint Sava. During the Byzantine Empire, Hagia Sophia was the biggest Orthodox church. Nowadays, one of the biggest Orthodox church in the world is Saint Sava Temple in Belgrade. Egypt. Pharaohs, the rulers till the end of their lives, were buried in mausoleums, the graves in pyramids. In the place of the Egyptian pyramids in the city map of Belgrade is the mausoleum called May the 25th, the grave of the first and only lifelong president of Yugoslavia, the Marshal Josip Broz Tito. Central Africa. In the area of the vast jungle of Congo is the largest forest of Belgrade, called Košutnjak. From Africa our journey moves to Europe. The old continent is matching with the Belgrade municipality of Stari Grad, meaning old town. Rome, with its architectural style, as for example Fontaine di Trevi, reminds of the style in which the army headquarters in Belgrade is built. Paris Concorde Square with its fountains matches and irresistibly reminds of Terazia Square and its fountains. Marseille on the world map, where in 1934 Serbian King Alexander was killed, on Belgrade's map matches with the building of the Serbian government, where in 2002 the first democratic Serbian Prime Minister Zoran Đinđić was killed. The main square of Brussels irresistibly reminds of the Republic Square in Belgrade, and of course they are in the same place on the map. European Parliament in Strasbourg matches with the place where the Serbian Parliament is located in Belgrade. In the area of Great Britain and Ireland. London Stanford University is located in the same place as a student square in Belgrade. The symbol of London, London Eye, matches with the amusement park located at Kalamegdan. Edinburgh, with its characteristic style, not only resembles, but it also located in the same place on the world map as the Church of St. Ružica on the map of Belgrade. Where Ireland touches the Atlantic Ocean, Low Kalamegdan touches the Sava River, which is the Atlantic Ocean on the map of Belgrade. The Suez Canal, one of the most important roads in the world, matches with one of the most important crossroads in Belgrade, named Autokomanda. The Strait of Gibraltar, also the busiest spot on the planet, corresponds to the main crossroads and the busiest spot of Belgrade, called Mostar. Greenland, the largest island on the planet, on the map of Belgrade corresponds to the largest river island on the Danube, the Great War Island. In the waters of the Atlantic Ocean in 1912, the Titanic sank and drowned 1,500 people. 40 years later in Belgrade, on the coordinates matching with the coordinates of the sunken Titanic, ship called Niš sank to the bottom of the Danube River. This watch was found in the wreck of the Titanic, stopped at the time when it sank, just as the clock from the wreck of sunken ship Niš. Believe it or not, but this ship is also known as the Danube Titanic. Coincidence or something more still leads this route to the delta of the Amazon River into the Atlantic Ocean. River Island in Amazon incredibly remind of those in the Sava River. New World, otherwise known as America, on the map of Belgrade, municipality of New Belgrade. Business center called Ušće, one of the highest buildings in Belgrade, is located in the same place as Manhattan. This building was burned in recent history during the bombing of Serbia in 1999, and Twin Towers shared almost the same destiny only a few years later. Washington, D.C., main Congress Center and capital of America, concurs with Congress Center of Belgrade, the Sava Center. West coast of North America. Belgrade does not have the famous Hollywood, but in its place on the map of Belgrade is Faculty of Dramatic Arts. At the world map, Los Angeles. At the map of Belgrade, the western gate of Belgrade, known as the Ganex Tower. The geographical position of Belgrade on the world map matches with the square of Dimitrije Tucović, known as Slavia Square on the map of Belgrade. Therefore, during the manifestation Days of Belgrade in year 2008, at this square was placed the world's largest globe filled with helium with a map of the capital on itself instead of the world map. During the unexpectedly strong storm, the globe flew away in the sky. Flew away in the world. A few hours later, when the storm stopped, it was found deflated on the outskirts of the town. If you do not believe, here is the proof.